This is Luke 18. Verse 7. Luke 18 verse 7. And shall not the Most High Yahweh avenge his own elect, which cry day and night unto him, though he bear long with them? So, he's going to avenge his elect. Verse 8, I tell you that he will avenge them speedily. Nevertheless, when the Son of Man cometh, shall he find faith on the earth? So he's saying that he's going to avenge his elect speedily from our captivity that we're in. Now, who is his elect? Because you got these Christians saying, oh, the elect is the people God has chosen. Well, you damn right it's the people that God has chosen, but it's not just anybody on this earth. It's Isaiah 45 and verse 3. And I will give thee the treasures of darkness and hidden riches of secret places, that thou mayest know that I, the Lord, which call thee by thy name, am the God of Israel. For Jacob my servant's sake, and Israel mine elect, I have even called thee by thy name. I have surnamed thee, though thou hast not known me. So Israel is his elect, and it's not all of Israel who's going to be saved. It's going to be a remnant inside Israel who's going to be saved. And now it's like, now what did we do that was so bad that he scattered us among all nations? This is Ezekiel 36 and verse 19. It's like, I ain't gonna start with that. Let's start with This is Lamentations 2 from the top. How hath the Lord covered the daughter of Zion with a cloud in his anger, and has cast down from heaven unto the earth the beauty of Israel, and remembered not his footstool in the day of his anger. The Lord hath swallowed up all the habitations of Jacob, and hath not pitied. He hath thrown down in his wrath the strongholds of the daughter of Judah. He hath brought them down to the ground. He hath polluted the kingdom of the prince thereof. It's like, lucky. Verse 3. He hath cut off in his fierce anger all the horn of Israel. He hath drawn back his right hand from before the enemy, and he burned against Jacob like a flaming fire which devoured around about. He hath bent his bow like an arrow. He stood with his right hand as an adversary, and slew all that were pleasant in the tabernacle of the daughter of Zion. He poured out his fury like fire. The Lord was an enemy. He hath swallowed up Israel. He hath swallowed up all her places. He hath destroyed his strongholds, and hath increased in the daughter of Judah mourning and lamentation. And he hath violently taken away his tabernacle, as if it were of a garden. He hath destroyed his places of the assembly. The Lord has caused the solemn feast and Sabbath to be forgotten in Zion, and has despised in the indignation of his anger the king and the priest. The Lord hath cast off his altar. He hath abhorred his sanctuary. Abhorred means to regard with disgust and hatred, or hatred. He hath abhorred his sanctuary. He hath given up into the hand of the enemy the walls of her palaces. They have made a noise in the house of the Lord, as in the day of a solemn feast. The Lord hath purposed to destroy the wall of the daughter of Zion. He hath stretched out a line. He hath not withdrawn his hand from destroying. Therefore he made the rampart, which means army. He made the rampart and the wall to lament. They languish together, which means mourn. Her gates are sunk into the ground. He hath destroyed and broken her bars. Her king and her princes are among the Gentiles. The law is no more. Her prophets also find no vision from the Lord. The elders of the daughter of Zion sit upon the ground and keep silent. They have cast up dust upon their heads. They have girded themselves with sackcloth. The virgin of Jerusalem hang down their heads to the ground. So he's pissed at us because we didn't follow his laws, statutes, and commandments. Because we didn't hearken to him. Because we did not listen to him. So he casts us out from before his sight. This is 2 Kings 17, verse 12. 2 Kings 17, verse 12. For they served idols, whereof the Lord had said unto them, Ye shall not do this thing. Yet the Lord testified against Israel and against Judah by all the prophets and by all the seers, saying, Turn ye from your evil ways, and keep my commandments and my statutes according to all the law which I commanded your fathers, and which I sent to you by my servants and prophets. So the Lord even tried to deal with Judah, tried to deal with Jerusalem, with Israel. He sent prophets, he sent servants, he sent anything and everybody to try and turn Israel from their wicked ways, but they would not listen. It says, notwithstanding, they would not hear, but hardened their necks, like to the neck of their fathers that did not believe in the Lord their God. And they rejected his statutes and his covenant that he made with their fathers, and his testimonies which he testified against them. And they followed vanity and became vain, and went after the heathen that were round about them, concerning whom the Lord had charged them that they should not do like them. So the Lord was telling us not to be like the heathen, not to follow after their ways, after their gods, after their idols. But we would not listen. It says, verse 16, And they left all the commandments of the Lord their God, and made them molten images, even 2 calves, and made a grove, and worshipped all the host of heaven, and served Baal. And they caused their sons and their daughters to pass through fire, and used divination and enchantments, and sold themselves to do evil in the sight of the Lord, to provoke him to anger. We would not listen unto him. We even made our children go through fire. We would worship. We left all the commandments. We didn't follow none of them. We said fuck the Lord. But now in our captivity, the elect is turning back from forsaking the evilness of our ways and turning back to the Most High. Verse 18, Therefore the Lord was very angry with Israel, and removed them out of his sight. There was none left but the tribe of Judah only. So So that was when there was a northern kingdom and a southern kingdom. The Salaki. And the northern kingdom being the consistent of the Latinos and the Native Americans, and the southern kingdom being Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. So the southern kingdom, it's like the northern kingdom, what went off and did their own thing, and they said, "Fuck the Lord." They forsook His ways and didn't follow His commandments, and then it was only Judah and the southern kingdom. And then it says, verse 8. It's like verse 19. Also Judah kept not the commandments of the Lord their God, but walked in the statutes of Israel which they made. So Judah went and also did what Israel were doing, because they stiff-necked. They don't want to listen. They don't want to listen. It says, "And the Lord rejected all the seed of Israel and afflicted them, and delivered them into the hand of spoilers, until He had cast them out of His sight. For He rent Israel from the house of David, and they made Jeroboam the son of Nebat king, and Jeroboam drave Israel from following the Lord, and made them sin a great sin. For the children of Israel walked in all the sins of Jeroboam, which he did, and they departed not from them, until the Lord removed Israel out of His sight, as He has said by all His servants and the prophets. So was Israel carried away out of their land to Israel until this day." So the Lord was trying to send Israel prophets to try to turn them back, and they would not listen. Slaki. Stiff-necked, impudent children. They don't want to listen. Let me go ahead and get that. This is Hosea 4 verse 6. "My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me. Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God, I will also forget thy children." And that's what He did. He hid His face from us. And that's what you 2/3 are doing right now. You're destroyed for lack of knowledge, and you reject this knowledge. And He's rejecting you as well. And He does not know you. This is Baruch